Hi all, here we are going to see the use of self-executable functions in JavaScript and what is the need of self-executable functions. In order to demo that, I have created this particular program, okay, and this particular script get executed from this particular HTML, okay. Okay, so this JavaScript program contains a self-executable function. Here we have a function, okay, so this particular function get executed, okay, so this is a self-executable function signature, okay, this function, and here we are calling that particular function, okay. Now inside this particular function I have a couple of variables a and b, and here I have some logic, okay, add, diff, mul, and here I am returning a JSON object. Sum is add, sub is this diff, right, and mul and div is this particular div, okay. So here I have created my own JavaScript library. Consider that one of the use of self-executable function is that if you create your own library, okay, if you put this particular logic outside, what it means is that similar to your library, okay, you will be importing multiple libraries in your project. That means in a page we can, this is an HTML page, right? In this HTML page I have used script from this particular JS file, that is this particular JS file which we are working on, okay. So this particular JS file has some variables and functions. So similarly some other JS files also, if you are using that particular JS file also contains certain variable like this, what will happen? So there is a chance of variable collision, right? Naming collision happens. So in multiple libraries we have this particular variable a and b, okay. So in order to avoid that, what we can do, we can create self-executable functions, okay. So this particular variable a and b is only visible to this functions inside this particular functions, okay. What I am saying is that this a and b is visible only inside this particular block. So we can avoid the creation of global variable. That is one of the problem with the JavaScript. If you are doing a JavaScript project, if you are using multiple libraries, there is a chance of having same names. So how do I prevent my names from someone else's library names? I mean someone else used variable names, okay. So in order to prevent that, we can do self-executable functions. So here this is the JavaScript and this is the HTML. Here I have linking this particular script, okay, script src equal to the name of the JS file, and here I am calling here I have a test function, okay. On button click I am calling this particular console.log, result is mylogic.sum. mylogic means here if we look at mylogic is this particular variable. This particular variable returns a JavaScript object, right? It has a sum, okay. I am calling this sum is actually this particular add function. So it will add a plus b and return that value. So if you run this, it will execute the sum logic, that is add function defined in this particular JavaScript file. I'm just running this, run on Java server. So if I click inspect, so here I have a button, okay. So this is the button. If I click on that one, if I didn't provide a name for the button, so the result is 30, right? So here we are getting the output. Okay, so here I have a button. Okay, I haven't provided any name here, that is why I'm getting a simple so I'm just changing click me to command s. So here we have refresh, so click me, so here we're getting the result, right? Okay, now I hope you got the need of self-executable function. It can isolate the variables from other libraries. What I'm saying is that here in this particular HTML, here I have used one JS file. Similarly, you may need to use multiple JS file. So in order to isolate variable names from other files, or to prevent global variable names, we can use self-executable functions. I hope you got some idea. Thanks for watching. Okay.